3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Wow, my first introduction to tennis was probably when I was about 2 years old because we lived behind a tennis court in Sydney, Australia. My father was in the service, so he was away, and when he came home, I just kept saying to him, bat and ball, bat and ball. And he said to my mother, what is it? And she said, she's been watching the tennis court and she wants to play. I started to take lessons from a gentleman that lived not too far from our house. He was a great teacher and he really was very seriously concentrating on technique. As I got a little older, I started to play a lot of tournaments and I was noticed. I won the schoolgirls championship and then I won the Australian junior doubles championship and mixed doubles championship. So I was sort of on the road to going on the tour, which was sort of men and women combined at that point. So I played Wimbledon about 6 times, I think, French Open, I played all the Grand Slams. And I got to the round of 16 at the US Open and lost to Margaret Court. And I won my first real prize money check, which was about, I think, $1,250, which today would be probably $250,000. So yes, sometimes you feel I was born at the wrong time, but I wouldn't change my experiences for anything. I learned a lot. I learned how to run big tournaments. I got to watch Billie Jean really promote women's tennis and Gladys Heldman and all of the original 9. And I got to travel everywhere all over the world.
I've known Trish Faulkner my entire professional tennis career, and being a woman in our sport in leadership is not something that comes easily, and she's been leading way before it was fashionable for women to lead. She's a pioneer in that sense, and a role model, and I thank her for that.
The qualities that really make Trish special, she values all people equally. And I can tell you it doesn't matter what your title is. Trish spends time with everyone and she views everyone as valuable, and I think that's a priceless quality to have.
I owe my whole career to Trish. She gave me my big break in Boca Raton as the head professional, and she taught me the business, probably the greatest mentor I'll ever have.
When I made a transition from being a teaching professional and going to work for USPTA Florida, she was so supportive. And that's just Trish. She will give you her time, her energy, her contact list. She knows so many people and they will do anything for her, and she would do anything for them.
She's like a who's who of tennis. WTA Tour, she's been a player, she's been a tour director. USTA, she's won gold balls at multiple age groups. ITF, she's won world titles, and she's also hosted and directed ITF world events. So there's really nothing that Trish hasn't done in tennis.
Been a staunch advocate so that female teaching pros can see that they can have a viable career, and tennis players can see I can be trained by a female USPTA certified pro. And Trish Faulkner had a lot to do with that change being made on both sides.
She's probably one of the best leaders we have in our USPTA, and that's a big statement to make. She is clearly one of those people who can look to and say, she's got it and she's leading, and that's fantastic to have in our association.
Being inducted into the USPTA Hall of Fame is an incredible honor. It's sort of top of the mountain for me.
Sometimes when people get inducted into a Hall of Fame, their contributions are in the past, and for me, Trish continues to give back and continues to work for our industry in more ways than ever, and I think those are the qualities that we need in our leaders.
I think what sets Trish apart is the fact that she brings such a passion to tennis and to everybody she touches. She might be out there with an aspiring Division I player, or she could be out there with a ladies 3-0, or she could be out there with a member of the adaptive community, and she brings the same enthusiasm and the same level of care for all of them, and it's really special.
Tennis has always been in my blood. It's always part of my life. I just like to see the light in people's eyes when they enjoy playing tennis.
Trish Faulkner, it's your old friend Mary Carrillo. We go way back to the days when I was even playing a little bit myself. You have been so special to this sport on so many levels, and I'm just so glad you're being inducted into the USPTA Hall of Fame. You deserve it. You deserve every good thing that happens to you, and this hall will be better with you in it. Congratulations again, my friend.
Hi, it's Billie Jean King here, and I want to congratulate Trish Faulkner on being inducted into the USPTA Hall of Fame. As a player, promoter, and coach, you have made a long-lasting contribution to our sport and opened the door for coaches, particularly women, to follow in your footsteps. Congratulations, and keep going for it.